Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. My name is Cedric and today we are gonna talk about a beer from a brewery we've already talked about. Today we are gonna taste the Lupulus Brune, or the brown Lupulus. Of course I will link through to that earlier video so you can listen to the history of the brewery. But in short, this is another beer from Pierre Gaudron and his two sons, Tim and Julien. After they made the Lupulus Triple around 2004, I believe, in 2010 they came up with the Lupulus Brune, or Brune, I should say. And I like brown beers, but it is said to be a bit different, and I haven't had one of these in I think 10 years, so I can't really remember what was different about it. So yeah, let's just jump to the tasting. Jo will be satisfied because this is gonna be a very short video. As I said before, Lupulus, the name comes from the wolf, which clearly links to the Latin name of the hop plant. Again, lovely branded bottle cap. I absolutely love these guys' branding and logos. But the Latin name for the hop plant is the Humulus lupulus, or the humble little wolf. Ooh. Funny thing, this doesn't smell anything like a brown ale or a dark beer. It does smell quite sweet, and that's where the comparison ends, because I smell some hoppy aromas and some citrusy aromas. Like, if I would smell this in a blind tasting, the first thing I get is a bit of a sweet citrusy aroma, and then I get the distinct smell of candied sugar. So I would be guessing that this was a dark ale, indeed, but I would think that this is some novelty beer, like a dark IPA or a dry hopped dark ale. Very aromatic. Now, it's not that weird that I smell citrusy notes in there, because at the end of the cooking step they do add some orange peel, and they use some herbs during brewing, so it should have a wide range of aromas, and it does. Now, I said candied sugar, that is also added. Although this is a very well fermented beer, it's an 8.5 ABV, and it does re-ferment on the bottle, so there's not much sugar left. So you still get the color, of course, very hazy. Yes, a nice dark caramel brown, some brownish beige foam, quite stable, pretty large bubbles. I see a lot of medium to tiny pearls in the glass. Lovely color. Yeah, even a bit orangey red brown. Clearer than what you would expect. Pardon me. Now that I got it in a glass with a larger surface, the citrusy notes actually fade away. They are a bit more volatile, and I do get a lot more of the candied sugar. A bit more caramel, even some soft toffee when I close it off. I'm very curious now, so let's have a taste. It's not very boozy, but I do taste that it's like an 8.5 ABV. Of course, I don't taste 8.5, I taste an alcoholic aftertaste, but it's not like some of those heavy boozy beers. It is quite refreshing, quite fresh. Now I am drinking it rather cold. I should maybe have it like 2 or 3 degrees higher in temperature. It's a bit weird at first glance because it indeed tastes like a very full, very woolly dark ale. Reminds me of the Scotch ales, but a bit heavier. But it still has that refreshing IPA-like or triple-like characteristic, and I do get some herbal flavors. I can't really put my finger on which herbs. Maybe even some coriander. I don't know. Of course, this is from the hand of the makers of La Chouffe, so it could be coriander. And indeed, the orange peel, I get some citrusy flavors without the sharp edge. So no lime, no lemon, no grapefruit. Or maybe a tiny hint of grapefruit, but that's mainly because it's also a rather bitter beer for a dark ale. And that's also what I meant by a well-fermented beer. I mean, there's not a lot of sugar left. And I do believe that they work with practically only fermentable sugars. So there's not a lot of sweetness left in the beer. I do get that candied sugar taste a tiny bit, but I also get a bitter side taste like from roasted malts. Also quite malty. And look at how beautiful that head of foam stays on. So it dissipated from a quarter of a glass to that nice tiny half a centimeter, just to keep the air out of our beer. Now I did try to look up whether this is a original Trois Fourquettes recipe. Didn't find it. I know that they brought back the original Fourquette as the Lupulus Blanche, so I thought this might have been the original Bleuette, one of the first beers they made for the tavern, and the Bleuette could have been the Lupulus Brune, but I have no confirmation for that. So, but this beer does remind me that Chris Bouweraert and Pierre Gobron are such amazing brewers. Not only did they found La Chouffe and make a bunch of lovely beers with La Chouffe. One of my favorites is the Chouffe Houblon, or the Houblon Chouffe, I should say. The very, very hoppy, bitter variant. One of my other favorites is the Lupulus Triple. We are going to talk about that in a while. Probably after the holidays, because I have a very packed schedule until then. But yeah, these are master brewers, really. And now this, well, I say now, it's been out for 12 years. But yeah, absolutely lovely. I am aware that I forgot to score my beers in the last 2 videos. Sorry, Kobe. But yeah, this one, again, I would say 7.5, 3.75 in Untapped. Yeah, And it does get that extra notch, that extra half, because it is such a complex beer, there's so much in this beer. I have the aroma, like a rather hoppy aroma, the orange peel, the roasted malts, the malty flavors, the bitterness. Yeah, definitely 7.5. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. If all goes well, we have a 10-minute video, so cheers to you as well, yo. If you like this, again, let me know, hit the thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, do you like the short videos better or the longer ones? I did break them up into parts so you can skip. I hope that's better. And yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you will get notified for the next videos. Like I said, December is gonna be a very busy month with daily videos until Christmas Eve. So cheers, and I'll see you again, in a few days with a new beer. Cheers, you guys.